Okay. Yeah, we can talk about
Okay.
it. Damn, goddamn.
Because I don't know how you don't get this shit in your eyebrow. I'm bewildered.
Because I'm too good for that. My eyelashes are on fleek.
What?
I know they don't use that term anymore. That's kind of
You're
past
really
y'all time.
aging yourself. I don't. We should like make this look neat at least. Do you want both blankets? Ugh.
It's already recording.
Yeah,
We keeping this in the thing.
probably some
Okay.
of it at least. I don't want it touching me though. Is this good? Do you want the other blanket?
I'm not picky. Go ahead, put that under my
Oh
eyeball.
my god. Under
I
your.
like the extra comfort.
Oh my
You
god.
know
I
me.
don't know why.
Sensitive joints.
Okay, well, I'm ready when you are. Go, 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 go.
What's up, y'all?
Hi.
Long time no see.
Oh my gosh, it's been a whole 2 weeks actually since you've seen us. We're sorry, so sorry to have missed you last week.
Welcome to the lounge, where we talk about serious and unserious things.
Mostly unserious.
Today, we are outside with it.
Yeah,
Damn, what are you doing?
stuff everywhere. Sorry.
Stay focused. Stay on a
Brothers,
mission.
we must focus.
So the reason you guys probably won't, you guys probably don't care actually,
Hmm.
but we're outside.
We outside.
Um,
What are you looking for?
oh, I just heard,
Oh,
I heard
oh,
it.
oh! What was that? Ew. I want to go back inside. Did you not see that?
I don't know if I didn't see it. It's not that. It's probably nothing serious at
It was
all.
a bug.
Anyways, so we're going. My place, my room doesn't have a. It's just too crowded in there, and
It
it's
just
not
doesn't have the
really.
right vibes.
Yeah, not really a good space to do recordings. And we thought about just doing the audio version, but I'm sure people love watching us. You
I
know.
know you want to see my face at least. I don't know about some other people's, but mine, yeah.
Anyways, so we're outside with it just because nature.
We love
We love
nature.
nature. It's good weather outside.
It is really nice. I'm a little sweaty, just a little bit though. Are you not sweaty?
No, not really.
I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so come chill with us.
Yeah.
Taking the atmosphere, taking the vibes.
We
Uh,
missed last week because I freaking moved, bro. And
hmm
moving's no joke. I was like, oh, we'll be done by this day. And then that didn't happen. But I got my full deposit back. That's all that matters.
She didn't get her full deposit back. She got like most of it though.
No, I got full.
I thought you got 3 instead of 4.
No, I thought my deposit was 500. It was actually 300. So I got
Gotcha, gotcha,
303 dollars back because I got the interest, baby. So I'm kind of balling right now. Not really, but I was banking on getting the full deposit back.
I'm not getting a deposit from my
Oh
place.
my
I've lived there
gosh!
for about 3 or 4 years now.
Just
We've done enough damage to where
it
it's
looks
like
lived in.
it's yeah, I'm not expecting anything. It's okay. But I can't wait to move. I can't wait for a new space and just
He's really excited to live with me.
different energy. Not necessarily about her, it's
It's
just different energy. But yeah. How's your week been?
it's been chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there were literally no bugs like 10 seconds ago, bro. Anyways, it's been chill. I'm just getting settled into my new spot. Yeah, and I went on a couple apartment tours and stuff. That was like so fun. And yeah, like it's been really chill for me. Has it been chill for you? Like, how are you?
Same old, same old. Just been working. Um, Working, preparing for school. Um, it's coming up this month, so I'm excited about that. Um, just seeing kind of what's happening in social media, and
Well, that's a lot.
there's a lot going
These
on
last
right
two
now.
weeks.
So just seeing that's been kind of entertaining. Trying to get back into my workout journey again. Uh, that's been whooping my ass. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that day two is the day you feel most of the pain, not day one after the workout. So, um, other than that, just same old, same old.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You mentioned work. I have a job. I had a job. I don't really make it seem like I have one, but I do.
She don't be having a job,
I do. I
high
have a
key.
job. And then he counts it out because I work from home, but I have a job. And yeah, and ooh, there's a bee by the camera.
Yep.
Just don't make it into the front of the lens, please. We got some content to film. And then like I also like take pictures on like the side. So like I'm kind of booked and busy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I do things.
Yeah. So basically, right now my schedule is it's really it's like just mixed up right now. So uh my idea schedule right now is to get up like 4 in the morning now and go to the gym. And then I go to work from 6 to like however long I need to go to work. If I'm going to school by this time, then it's gonna be 6 to 1:30, and then school from 3:30 to like 9:30. But
I
right
actually think
now,
school's at 2.
what?
Is that wrong? I
Yeah,
really think it's
it's 3:30.
okay. I'm glad that it's 3:30.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad that you're gonna be done by 1:30. I thought you were only gonna give yourself like a half hour.
No, no, it's fine. I'm not bothered by it, so it's good.
When he uses face wash, like the beads, he just leaves it on his face. Like that would get
That
in my
that's
eyes.
that's
My
how
eyes
I
are a magnet for those beads.
that's how I keep clear skin. See, now you looking bad.
I'm already just paranoid because of bugs.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll get some guests on this pod, some unexpected guests.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get to our first topic. So we're not out here too long.
Yeah. First thing we're talking about today is the idea of parasocial relationships with celebrities. So, if I'm explaining this right, a parasocial relationship is just basically a perceived relationship you have with someone based on their presence, like online or on TV. And you think that you know them so well based on what they choose to share with you on their social media and interviews and stuff.
So
Yeah.
uh,
So, just kidding.
basically, to kind of give my opinion on this, I've said to Mercy a long time ago by this point that like I don't get the I don't get why society uses celebrities as examples of the perfect human beings, and we need to like I don't get why when we look at celebrities, people that are really good in one specific thing, we think that they're gonna be great in every facet of life. And I think it's super unrealistic to think that way. And there's so many examples of it being that reality of we see somebody that we love essentially because we think that we love them, but we really don't know them. Best example is someone like Kiki Palmer. People love Kiki Palmer, right?
Kiki's the girl.
Kiki's the girl, but exactly why is Kiki the girl? Do we know Kiki personally, or do we just
No.
know what she says to the public? I'm not saying Kiki's a bad person. Let me clarify. But what I am saying is a lot of the times we love these celebrities and we're saying, oh, this person's amazing and da 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 da, but we don't know what this person is behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm. That's
So us over here having this like when news comes out or when somebody acts a certain way, we tend to dismiss some of their behavior because we quote unquote love them. And it's like you only love the idea that they give you. You don't love them actually because you don't know them. Anyways,
yeah, there was just a lot of like stuff going on. The reason I decided to first talk about this is because we were peeping online about the stuff that's happening with Doja, and then the shit hit the fan with Lizzo. So there's just a lot of stuff that's like kind of hot right now. But Doja basically had just had like beef with her fans. Like very short, not beef, but like she kind of like called them out for naming themselves the kittens. I do think someone online had said that she told her fan base to call themselves kittens, but basically she was just kind of disowning them and like kind of put distancing herself from them, and people are like, we're the reason why. I hope that's not. I don't think the camera can hear that, right? If you can hear that, I'm sorry. I'm real sorry about that. Can't control the planes. But anyways, so people were just really upset with Doja, her fans. Not great things were happening. I'm still gonna go to her concert though. I already bought tickets. But and then there's this the whole Lizzo thing where she's being accused of these things. Did you see what the tweets I sent you today? Okay,
No.
we'll talk about that later. But there's just a loss. There's a lawsuit from a few of her former backup dancers, but now people are like, so everyone was enraged at what she was being accused of, and also now people are kind of going back on what they said. Well, some I don't know, or people are like losing faith in the dancers because an interview came out with TMZ where what they're saying doesn't really seem to be as outrageous as what they were claiming. But all that to say, Lizzo is this figure in our community where she is like body positivity and all love, all good things, and then she's been accused of being a horrible person. And there's other people who have came out to speak on her character and how she's really not that great of a person. So all that to say again that these people, we really don't know these people. We have high hopes that they're great people in real life. Like I really hope Beyonce is really nice in person, but or behind closed doors, but we don't really know that. So
Yeah.
it seems like there's a little bit of entitlement too people get with these like parasocial
That's yeah,
relationships.
that's an added thing to it. So it's like we feel so attached to these people that we feel like they have to show us every part of their lives and they have to love us just as much as we love them when it's that's not what they essentially signed up for. If uh if a basketball player loves basketball and he performs at the best of the best, and we as the viewers love his game, we then can't present that situation and or see that situation and then put on the extra. All right, since you're so good at basketball, you also have to be an activist. You also have to uh, tell us how much you love us and how much you appreciate us. You also have to um, give back to the community. Nobody has to do shit. What what people specifically do with the thing that they love to do has nothing to do with all the other stuff. All the other stuff is just add-ons if they choose to do so. It doesn't make the person good or bad. It's a decision that they make. And I think that when we get too entitled with what other people do with their lives, it's like you guys need to take a step back and really reanalyze yourselves. Um, Not to mention we don't know what's going on in that person's personal life. There's times where we as fans we make really crazy statements about celebrities assuming the worst or assuming the most. I think of Chadwick Boseman. Um, how people looked at him and they thought that he was on some kind of drugs, whatever, or just a whole bunch of assumptions. And it's like you don't realize that this person's going through a battle of cancer, but he shouldn't have to tell you.
He doesn't know it
He doesn't owe anyone to tell anyone that he's going through cancer. Um,
too.
the same situation with Angus Cloud. Some people are just coming up with like ideas of what happened or this and that, and if family never comes out and says what happened, I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of think pieces on what happened with Angus Cloud, and I think it's just unnecessary when we talk about celebrities, whether it's something innocent or if it's something serious. I just think we need to mind our business. Keep our opinions to ourselves. We don't know these people at all. Enjoy the content. If we're going to cast any judgment, wait, because that's another thing. Sometimes we cast judgments, assumptions, and then information comes out that whatever happened was false. So, for example, Jonathan Majors, he a situation occurred where it came out that he was being abusive to his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend by this point, and everybody just jumped on this guy and made assumptions, talked about him, shitted on him, all these things, and then all of a sudden, come to find out, old girl was lying, and now she's fleeing the country.
Crazy.
So it's like we
That is
made
just
all
like
these
screams
assumptions.
guilty
It's
all
just
over.
crazy. also, on top of all this stuff, we use celebrities as a way to attack other groups, whether it's Jonathan Majors and people attacking men as a whole by using Jonathan Majors as an example, or people using Lizzo as an example and attacking fat people. Like
That's
what?
that's what's disgusting. And I just wanted to say a little side note. It's crazy how the fat phobia was there to begin with,
Yeah,
but now people are just riding that wave now
yeah,
that she's being accused of these heinous things. That's
yeah.
awful.
And that's like one of my biggest frustrations is that people, when people are mad at somebody, they 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 say some of the most nastiest things and they think that it's okay because it's about this person. And it's like the things that you say can easily be applied to anybody. You say that this person's fat and that's why you don't like them. You could, what are you going to say to your cousin, to your best friend, to anybody in the world if they look exactly the same way as Lizzo? Are you going to tell them that they're beautiful? Because at that point, are you like, what are you doing now? You're lying. Either you're lying to them or you're lying about Lizzo just to be a dick. And it's just like, what are you really?
Like accomplishing, yeah.
Yeah, like you could say that you don't like their personality, that they have a shitty personality. Come at them for their character. That's I think a solid thing to go after if you're going to try to go after them. But once you start going after their looks and then like you're at this point now you're attacking a group of people. You're not just attacking this person. You say you don't like this dude and you never liked them anyway. You never liked him anyway because I don't mess with him. He's this scrawny little dude. I don't see why people were so attracted to him in the first place. Okay, now you're attacking every single skinny person that walks around uh, and coming after their body. Now it's like you're body shaming with a person that you're accusing of body shaming. You're just weird. So yeah. Anyways, y'all need to work on yourselves. Think about do you look up to celebrities for good reasons? Do you have a healthy attachment to these celebrities, or do you need to work on yourself a little bit? Be a little introspective. That's my speech for the day.
Yeah, get off your soapbox. What is that thing? He's on his soapbox. Like I don't understand.
Soap opera? I don't know.
Soapbox. Is it like back in the day when people wanted to like make announcements and get up on a crate that was used to hold
Probably.
soap? That's the only way I can think of. Well, thank you for sharing that,
Yeah,
Doctor.
yeah. I have a lot of thoughts. I've been keeping a lot of this stuff for the past 2 weeks, so
It's about to
it's
move to
just
tears.
bursting through my seams right now. Pause.
um,
Anyways, what's up?
okay. Let's talk about the next thing, yeah? Or do you want to say
Yeah, go
anything
ahead.
else? Okay. Next thing we're gonna talk about is um work jobs. Right. Basically, it's just interesting how like at work typically you're expected to give a 2 week notice before you leave, but also you are like at risk or liable for being fired on the spot. So it's just interesting like that. Again, I hope you can't hear that plane, but it's just interesting like the switch up. But I do know that like when I sign to work for a company, I've read before that like you are liable for termination when needed to see fit. Not liable, but like when if your employer decides to terminate you at will, you can be terminated at will. So I don't know. It's interesting though, because it's supposed to like look bad on you if you just walk out of a job, but you are like expected to give them a 2 weeks. Girl, I walked out of a job though. But that's a whole other story for another day. It's coming soon to YouTube though. No, I'm just kidding. Well, but no, it's interesting. Don't you think it's kind of like an unfair? I mean, especially in our workforce. I mean, we work the way the U.S. functions is capitalism, all that good stuff. But it just seems like the employees always just dealt the short stick in each situation, including this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. I think this is pretty straightforward. I think it's uh, I think it's dumb to have a system where the employee has to give a 2 weeks notice so that the company can replace that employee. but the company doesn't give the employee a 2 weeks notice, so that it gives them an opportunity to actually look for a different job. It gives them time to prepare for stuff instead of just kicking them. You know,
But also at the same time too, if you're told you're being let go, would you want to be there for 2 more weeks?
I think it depends on what the situation is.
True.
So obviously, if I'm violent, or if I am if I'm just a terrible human being, right, and I'm working for a company, then I understand them letting go somebody that day. But if you just don't like my performance at work, I'm just not doing that good, you should probably give me a heads up. Just because I'm sure you would want the same thing back.
Mhm.
So
And that's after being given warnings. They can't just fire you without, like the person deserves at least
yeah,
a chance to fix their behavior.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Have you ever been fired?
ever been fired?
Hmm.
No, I've never been fired. I've been demoted before, but I also
Really?
agreed to the
Oh,
demotion.
yeah.
I didn't want the position anymore. Um, yeah,
You're gonna ask me?
I know. Oh, I guess it's for the audience. Have you ever been fired?
I've been let go.
Yeah, she been fired, y'all. Kicked her right to the curb.
Well, it was just
She was
daycare.
on her phone too damn much. She
it
don't know
was
how to be off
it
her
was just
phone.
daycare.
She's obsessed over her
And it was
phone.
literally the last day. Let's like relax. But like the last day, that's when all the
It was the last
cleaning
day for her.
and the pick. No, it was the last day of the camp, and that's when all the cleaning happened. So I was like, you know what?
uh,
Fine by me. I ain't gotta do no cleaning. But yeah, that's only one time. And then I walked out of the job one time. Other than that, I have a pretty clean record.
I don't walk out jobs. I normally give 2 weeks notice.
Listen, that
I
job
have
was
been let go.
bad.
I have been let go actually. Now that I
Oh,
remember, but it was during the pandemic when they were letting go of people.
yeah,
So,
mine was in the pandemic too. It actually wasn't the pandemic.
but
When I
mine
get
was
to the
valid. Okay, yours was not.
no, it was an overreaction to CEO.
Jesus. Yeah. So that's probably the only time I've been laid off from my job. But that was a blessing in disguise. So
Why?
I just didn't like the job. I didn't feel like I fitted in with the job at the time, and I also wasn't really trying too hard to look for anything else either. So I was just kind of like in a weird space where I was a manager, and then I demoted myself to just like a regular employee. But now I'm like in a weird space where it's like a bunch of like high schoolers, and I'm like this old dude essentially.
uh,
So it just didn't I didn't like the atmosphere.
also, you do agree you are old. Got it.
Compared
Continue.
to the high schoolers, yeah, I'm old.
No, that would be weird though.
Yeah, so but yeah,
I love that.
yeah,
I like to say employers need to teach to treat their employees more better. Oh, hey, the mailman's here.
better.
Yeah, get rid of capitalism. Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to say about that?
Nope.
Now we're going to talk about the power of mindset. Your mind's very powerful. We actually like kind of talked about brains and mindsets the other day. Did you want to start this off, or you want me to say something?
Um, I mean, obviously, I'm sure this is a well-known thing, just how strong our mind is. But sometimes you forget. You forget, like, because our lives, we're so busy. We're always constantly moving or thinking of stuff. So we're never really kind of like you never really take the time to sit back and really think about some of the things that kind of go unnoticed. Unnoticed. It's kind of like you don't realize how important something is until you lose it. Obviously, so like you walk every day, but you don't realize how important your foot is, or your how important your knee, how like important your knee function is. All this stuff until you lose it, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, my life's changed. So like for me, it was just kind of like this concept of like something as simple as like I'm like thinking that the weather is not as hot as it is. Um, some days I'm outside, I'm working, and it's just hot, hot, hot for me at least. and I have to convince myself that it's not that hot. And it works sometimes, and it's like that's really amazing for it to just be able to do that, just to be
Yeah.
like, I'm not that hot, and then I don't feel that hot.
That's Can I interject? That's
Yeah.
something I feel like that happens to me too. Like I'll be sitting somewhere and I'll think about, uh, I was sorry, that scared me. I'll be thinking, oh my god, I hate being hot, and then I'm start thinking about, am I hot? I'm kind of hot right now, and I literally will be just chilling, and then all of a sudden I'm sweating because I thought myself into being hot.
Hmm.
Yeah, our minds are powerful.
Hmm. Um.
Just wanted to give you my 2 cents.
Yeah. No. I feel you. And it goes further too, because it's just like the concept of procrastination and how that's just a mental thing, honestly. And all it takes is just looking past that procrastination, just shifting your mindset on stuff. The, the more you switch your mindset into uh, a productive thing, it just shifts a lot of other stuff. Like I feel like any change you want in your life is all just about a shift in mindset. That's really all. That's like where it starts. It's just a shift. Once you are aware of something and you want to accomplish something and you're 100% down for that thing that you're going for, your life changes after that.
Like a motivational speaker.
Would you say?
You sound like a motivational speaker.
I'm not trying to.
But I will say that like I will put some things off, like, oh, I need to update my new address on FAFSA, and I'll put it off for a month, and then I am like, I really need to do it, and I'll go and do it. It takes 5 minutes, not even. It's just like in your head, you built up to be this big, time-consuming, very difficult thing to take care of, and then you do it, and it's like I could have done that a month ago, and it would have taken me 3.5 minutes. So definitely, mentality is like a big thing for
Mm.
me. I feel like when I hit roadblocks, though, like I don't want to do something, especially working out, because I was an athlete for like a few years, but like, so like what, I ran track in college, but I'm not, I don't know how to say it, but I'm not like, it's being athletic is not in my bones. Like I showed up to practice and I did all that stuff and I worked hard, but like I was really there for the social aspect, and I realized that after I stopped running. So when I do go to work out, I have to like literally shut my brain off and go through the motions. Otherwise, like it won't get done. Even if it's like a crappy workout, at least I got out there and moved my body. But for me, like, when I'm just like stuck, I just turn my brain off. And I feel like that helps me do things. Or I even like the thing that you came across. I don't know if it was a podcast or something, but if you have like a task to complete, take something that's a part of that task that'll take only 2 minutes to get done.
There's a book. There's a book
There's a
that
book.
was yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have a pile of laundry, start folding the socks. That'll only take 2 minutes, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm already doing laundry, so it'll just snowball into a, whoa, your laundry's done. I really like that.
Yeah. Um, it's interesting hearing you say, as far as like when you do like fitness activities and how you shut your brain off to get through the motions. For me, it's like if anything, I have to remind myself why I'm doing something in order for me to do it better. Um, so when I go to the gym and I don't feel like going to the gym, or I'm in the middle of a workout and I'm like, I don't want to do this next set, and I think about that, and then I start to think about, well, why am I doing this workout? Why am I here? And once you start going through the thought process of it all, then you're back to, at least for me, I'm back to being motivated again, of
Hmm.
doing it again. That's something that I kind of forgot about until I started working out again, was just like that part of me that's like, I want to get good at this. I want to get better at this. So that's why I'm doing this, and I'm okay with struggling. When I played basketball and I trained during the summer, I all I had on my brain was I'm gonna come back the next year cooking niggas,
Couldn't you?
cooking niggas. So for me, it's like I gotta shoot every like nonstop all day, as much as I can, and then if I if I think that someone is working harder than me, then I have to work harder than that idea of them. Like I don't even know if people are working harder than me, but I have this idea of somebody working harder than me, and so now I have to work even harder. So it's like when you gather that mindset, when you gather those things, it's just kind of like just things shift. When it comes down to dieting, for example, like the other day, I used to eat when I get ready for work, I'll like grab a donut here and there. Now
So
it's
what?
like
That was on Friday or Thursday, wasn't it?
what?
You did it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every now and then, like I'll intentionally avoid doing something because I have the mindset of like I need to like lock down
Right.
not doing something.
Right. I just give
Um,
you shit.
so, but I also could get away with stuff too.
Get away with stuff?
Yeah,
What do you mean by get away with stuff?
like if I eat something that I shouldn't eat necessarily, my body would probably process it a lot easier than somebody else
Oh,
would.
because you got a fast metabolism.
Yeah,
Okay. You know, it's interesting here you talk about that because, like, when I need to get stuff done, I'm goal oriented. I'm motivated, but not in the way you're motivated. Like, I know I need to get something done, so I'll do it. But if I'm like stuck, I'll just take a break. And I know I'll get it done eventually because my time management is pretty okay. But I don't like if I were you, like trying to get to a goal and I'm working out, let's say, let's back up when I had a goal. I had a goal of just getting back to being toned. And I would do at home Pilates because all the girlies do Pilates. Lori Harvey does Pilates, so I was like, let me do Pilates. My goal is getting toned, but like if it got hard, I'd stop. Take a
that's
break.
crazy.
It's hard. Why would I like hurt myself? I'm not some like D2 athlete anymore, training for conference. Like it isn't that big of a deal. And then I ended up finding what works for me and what is going to class. And sometimes I don't want to go, but I go, and it's fine. But like, yeah, I'm just not motivated in the same way. I'm not like, okay, yeah. Oh, I just hit the mic. I'm not like, let's go. Like I'm just like, I'm gonna stop if I have
I'm
to.
not. I don't do that
You
either.
seem like just hype. You're
No,
hype.
no, no, no.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
how it is. For me, it's actually kind of weird. It's more like anger, if anything.
Oh, see, I
Like
don't
I
feel
get,
anything. I'm just like, yeah, I could do it. I guess I'll do it. Oh, I did it.
I think kind of. I don't know if I brought this up in a previous pod, but like sometimes like the way I think it's like I like feel tired. Or I'm like I don't know if I like have the energy to do this. Like let's say this extra set, and I started thinking like these people, so and so looked at me a certain way. I didn't like how I felt in that specific situation. Oh, I have this imagination of what I want to look like, and I'm not doing that. I feel like shit. So now it's like this, like I'm just building this level of anger and frustration inside of me to be like, I need to be better, and I can't let myself down essentially. So time to kick it up. Just suck it up, get this set out. It's gonna be quick. You're gonna feel better. That's another thing. You're gonna feel better after you do said thing.
That's why I tell myself. I don't believe it.
I believe it. I've
Right.
seen. I remember doing one extra set of fucking squats once, and after that extra set, I was like,
I'm a bad bitch.
that makes me feel good because I didn't. I feel like I didn't
You get
just.
that booty pump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. I just felt like I did what I was supposed to do. I didn't let myself down. You know. So
We approached it. Oh, I thought it was a bee buzzing. We approached it very differently. I'm
yeah.
very like, yeah, that was cool, or like that'd be nice, but I know I'll get it done, so I don't like. I guess I don't need to motivate myself.
Okay. Next topic.
This is our last topic.
No, it's gonna be a long topic.
Uh-huh. Do you have a fun fact for us?
No, I don't.
You better start thinking. Anyways, what do we think of women proposing to the mandem? You start.
What do I think?
I think I already know what you think, but
Uh, it depends on the conversation prior to that because and I'm not too familiar with the process of getting engaged and then cost of everything, but from what I know, the men that propose normally are the ones that are also paying for the wedding, if not the men, like
what?
the fathers.
Yeah, it's usually the family, the
Yeah.
man's family, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it just depends on the relationship. I don't think it'll ever happen though. I think
What'll ever happen?
women proposing to
It
men.
happens.
No,
I know
I'm
someone
not
who.
saying it doesn't
Oh.
happen. What I'm saying is I don't think it'll be normalized
Oh.
to where that would happen consistently. I
No,
think
I'm asking what you think about the idea of women proposing to
how it
men.
makes me feel personally.
Hmm?
Uh, I don't know. I don't think it would like that.
What?
I don't think I would like that.
I asked you one time, and I was like, if I proposed to you, would you say yes? And you said yeah.
Did I say yes?
You
I
said
don't.
yeah.
I feel like I would have said no.
No, you said yeah.
I don't know if I believe her
I
right
need to
now.
start taping our conversation.
Yeah.
I'm being dead ass though. We had this conversation, and I was like, oh, okay, I was
Would I say yes?
yeah. Or you wouldn't care if I proposed to you. Like that's fine. I'm not saying I will. I will.
I think it's probably why I say yes because I could never see you proposing. So I just say yeah for
You
the
can't
fuck
see
of
her
it.
proposing.
No, never.
Why not?
Because it takes no.
Why couldn't I propose?
Because I don't know why, but I just feel like for your Instagram, you wouldn't like the
My
concept of you
Instagram.
being on the knee.
Oh, so we're talking about
I'm
Instagram.
imagining what you would love to post on your Instagram, and I'm thinking to myself, I can never see you being on one knee proposing to me.
Even if the lighting's good, the
I don't
picture's
give a
right.
flying rat's ass. I know for a fact you don't want to be the one on your knee. So that's probably why I say yes, because I know for damn sure you're never going to do that.
But if I proved to you that I wanted to do it, you change your mind. You wouldn't let me do it.
I probably wouldn't let you do it.
And if I did do it, well, obviously that's not like you shouldn't propose to someone who doesn't want you to propose to them.
Yeah, I'll look at you kind of crazy.
Oh my
What
god!
I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably like have you stand back up and then I'll propose.
Right then and there.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's how I get. So if I propose right now, you
No,
propose
I'm
it.
not. I would never. No,
Then why did you just said that?
never this year, never next year, never the following year. I
Oh my
don't
god!
know.
But you just said if I had proposed, you would.
Yeah, when I'm ready. I'm not ready
What?
though.
You said in the moment, whatever. I'm just telling you, that's what you said.
I
I
just
could roll it back.
all I'm thinking is women have a idea thing that they would like. I know what they want for the Instagram photos
Oh,
for to show
really?
off to their friends and family
Oh
and
my
coworkers.
god.
Ain't no way in hell they're gonna propose because one, like I said, it's not normalized.
I know someone who proposed.
Two, women don't initiate shit anyway, so why would they magically initiate one of the biggest decisions ever? It just doesn't make sense.
I initiated our first date.
Did you initiate the first date?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
See how it's changing now?
No, I did.
What'd you do?
We went to the lake.
Who asked who out?
I asked you to go to the lake.
No, you
I
didn't.
said date, not relationship. That was my idea.
Did I say you want to go out? Did I ask you?
No. So what happened
I
was
feel like you have something on your phone that could
I
probably.
do. I'm not going through my phone
You
right
don't want to go
now.
through it right
No, but
now?
listen,
Why not?
This is because I'm gonna tell you what happened. You bought the tickets for Gibeon, and I was like, oh my god.
So that's me initiating.
No, that's that's a date, not dating. I'm not talking about relationships, right? I'm not talking about dating. I'm talking about dates.
The date,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
then,
me initiating
and
the
then,
date.
yeah, that date in September.
Yeah, it's
But
gonna
we're
be
in
it's
August. In
initiation.
August, it was August when we bought it. So I was like, oh my god, but like I want to hang out before then. Like I don't know you, and I was like, we should go to the park and get tacos. And I initiated that. Otherwise, what were you gonna do, huh? We're just gonna keep talking until September.
No,
Yeah.
we was going to meet up prior to that either way. I just thought for me to set a standard, to set a level of like he means the shit is for me to do said thing.
I
So
remember when you
that's why
bought
I
those
did it.
tickets, I was like,
Yeah. So for me, it was like
it was,
Mercy gave off the vibe for me at least
I feel
that
like I feel good
even
vibe.
if it didn't work out, we would still be cool. So that's why I did it. It wasn't just like I don't know. I just felt comfortable doing it.
But then I
So
was like, let's hang out.
yeah.
So I initiated it. So yeah, I do initiate things, or like I initiate when we eat because like we have to eat.
Do you initiate when we eat?
Yeah, I ask you sometimes, are you hungry? Or I'm like, I'm hungry. You know what he did today, guys? I'm gonna say this one thing and we're gonna get back on topic. He got Chick-fil-A without me and he didn't even ask me if I wanted anything. Does he deserve to be judged? Comment down below if he deserves to be judged. That was very selfless. Selfish.
I do not
Ah!
give a rat's ass.
Is there a bug on me?
It's funny how all the bugs are
Drake,
hitting you. It's not hitting me at all. It's crazy.
can you check?
There's nothing on you. Bugs don't do that.
Okay, anyways, men proposing to women. Yeah, it's definitely I don't see it being normalized in the near future. I'll be honest, my initial gut reaction, y'all know I'm a feminist, but my initial gut reaction, because of what I'm trained as from society
Oh,
to
because of a
believe it
train.
being
You don't have any self. Oh,
but like it, you know, I don't love it. But it's not for me. If it's for you, I love that for you.
I think we need to, as a society, take a little bit more accountability here.
Hey, there's different like brown or I feel like different types of feminists. I'm just pro
We got to
woman.
be more accountable. If you know for a fact that you would never want to do it because you just don't like the aesthetic of it and you don't like the way it looks,
Yeah,
da
it's
da
not
da
for
da
me.
da, it's not because you were socialized this way. You could never do it. No, there are people.
Well, the thing is too,
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm not done yet. There
what?
are girls that will probably socialize the exact same way and they still decide to get down on one
So let
knee.
me pause you there. My knee jerk reaction, I'm gonna be honest, is like, oh God, no. But my response is, my reaction is as a response to society. My response is, if that's for you, I love that for you. If
Yeah.
you're asking me if I'm gonna do it, man, it's just gonna be no, or like probably not. Personally, see,
Either way, the whole point of me
I
saying
was
this
right.
was
I am right.
that just because you were socialized essentially a specific way doesn't mean that you have to stick to that
Yeah, that's why I said I was
mindset.
socialized. My knee jerk reaction initially is like no, but then my response is I'm not gonna be like commenting someone's post like what the heck are you doing? I'm just gonna be like, oh okay, congratulations.
But why not?
Why not comment and be
No,
like,
no, no, no. That's not.
oh,
Why not? Why not propose?
I don't. It's just not for us.
No, 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 no. Don't try to put me in it now. No, I want you to say a one-on-one with the camera.
What the
One-on-one
camera?
with the
I
camera.
have a bug on
Hey,
me.
I'm not worried
Why
about
are you
that.
clicking? Oh, it's not a bug. Why I won't propose to you?
Why do you not like the idea of proposing? This is a very direct, simple question.
Um, I guess what I'm used to seeing is men proposing to women, so that's why I'm like, whenever, yeah. So when I see the opposite, I'm like, whoa.
That does not answer anything. That doesn't answer why you don't like it. It's different,
Not
yes,
that
but
I'm like,
it's why don't you like it? Like why is the knee jerk besides like I'm socialized. But once you get past that point of it, you
well,
still realize that you have your own opinions on something. So where does it come from besides this quote unquote social thing?
I don't know.
I think I know.
Okay, well, I think, which is an assumption, and you're not supposed to assume things because assuming makes an ass out of you and me. But I'm quick to assume that if a woman's gonna propose to her man, that like why my first question is why doesn't he do it? My second assumption is or my first assumption is does he not like you? Like as if he liked you, then he would propose to you. But that's not the case in every situation. There. Is that answer you want?
So do you think girls who propose, and I know you don't mean it this way, but your initial thought is that girls who propose are desperate?
Not desperate. Maybe she likes him more than he likes her. Maybe she sees him as like her life partner and someone she wants to be with, but he doesn't feel the same way.
But why do you assume that he doesn't feel the same way?
Because I mean, if he wanted to, he would. It's just a phrase that like I feel like is in my head. Like if he wants you to marry him, he would ask you to marry him. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that's like probably what my knee jerk reaction is, or what's causing that. Like
So you're saying if a girl wants to get married, she's not. I'm not saying that this is what you believe. What I'm saying is off the just that knee jerk reaction. for somebody who has that exact thought process. You think that if a girl wants to get married, she just has to kind of hold on to that, essentially.
Hold on to wanting to get married.
Yeah. Like I guess obviously duh, because like if a guy wants to get married and a girl doesn't want to get married, then he can't marry the girl. But I don't know. I think it's funny. For me, like I said, I think just the aesthetic of it just looks kind of funky. But that's probably because I'm not used to seeing it like that. Um, so it would make me feel uncomfortable if Mercy was to propose to me.
Would you feel like that would what is it, emasculate you?
Um, maybe.
Because I mean, proposing is what as society sees as
Essentially,
masculine.
yeah. But okay, I guess for me, it's a little confusing because it's like, why would I feel emasculated for this girl proposing to me when I know that we both love each other, right?
Hmm.
If I know that I love her and she loves me, and we both want to get married, right? And we always talk about getting married, and she proposes to me. Why does that make me feel different than if I was talking to a girl, uh, and we both liked each other, and she asked me to be her boyfriend?
Would you? So if I asked you to be my boyfriend, how would you feel about that?
I wouldn't be bothered by that at
Really?
all.
That's
Yeah,
interesting. But you have to be the one to propose.
yeah. I don't know why I feel that way though. Because once again, I can't really simplify it to, oh, we're socialized this way, because I know that men are also socialized to chase after the girl in all levels. It's not just for marriage, it's also for the girlfriend, it's also for sex, it's also for whatever the case may be. Men are trained to be the ones to go after something, and women are supposed to be the ones to like receive it essentially. Um, so I don't know why I feel like if a girl said it, maybe it's just a level of pressure.
No, another thought I had too was, I mean, I don't know how public proposals are always, but like, even if you're not bothered by a woman proposing to you, other people are going to have their opinions. And like, not saying that you live for other people's opinions, but most people are going to be like, why is she proposing to you?
I think that's another thing I never really considered actually. When I imagine a girl asking me to be her boyfriend, I imagine us one on one, kind of
That's
sitting
exactly what I was
like this.
thinking. Yeah.
But when I imagine someone
Exactly what I was
proposing to
thinking,
me,
bro.
I think of a crowd of people
Yeah.
instead of it still being one on one.
You
And
literally read
maybe
my
that's
mind.
probably why I don't like it because
Yeah.
of the perspective of other people, knowing that this isn't normal.
Dude, that's weird.
So
That's
it's like peer
weird that you
pressure.
said that because I literally was thinking that.
Yeah.
Did you like read my mind or something?
No.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Hmm. Also, I just even with me, like even if I do propose, I don't want to propose in front of a bunch of people.
Mm-mm. But it's more of a public thing. It's more of like an announcement thing. Like, you don't.
Not to me.
No, I mean like after the fact. When you're boyfriend girlfriend, it's like, you cool, we're dating, tell your friends. But engagement, it's like call your mom, call your dad, call your aunt, call like everyone
Yeah,
needs
we
to
got
know.
engaged,
Yeah.
or
So it's more of a public thing. More people know. I'm not saying public, but like more people tend to be involved.
well, I guess it doesn't have to be. Who
It
made
doesn't have
that?
to be.
Who made that a
It's just how
rule?
things tend to be. It's not a rule. It's just how you
Yeah.
usually see it. Like people will tell the important people, they'll call them and text them, and then they'll go to social media to announce it. It's always an engagement announcement. You don't really see people announcing, and other than like Facebook, like so and so is in a relationship with so and so, but you don't really see as grand of an announcement with a relationship versus an engagement. But rightly so, I think engagements to me are a bigger deal in the
Hmm.
society than relationships.
Wait, say
I'm
that
sorry.
again.
In the society, engagements are a bigger deal than relationships. Relationships come and go. Most relationships fail statistically.
Honestly, this is a hot take, but I think engagements are kind of like relationships at this point.
Is it like because of the rate? or people like being willing to commit to each other, or just like their
The
fail
less
rate?
the amount of times people divorce each other.
It's less than relationships though. Almost 100% of relationships, not 100%, but like good chunk of relationships, like let's say 80-20 fail versus marriage is just 50-50. Not saying the numbers are better, but they're just different.
A different way of looking at this though is essentially all of the other people that you were in a relationship with that you never got married to were just a part of this process. Essentially, how I look at it is the goal of life for human beings is to find a partner and be with them for the rest of your life.
Okay.
If you find somebody and you think that you're gonna be with them for the rest of your life and it fails, then that's just part of the percentages of it failing. So most people fail in relationships 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
The marriage aspect of it is just a documented business decision. But overall, the relationship itself is just like any other relationship.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
So
I think marriage just has a higher incentive to stay together though.
because of the business
Yeah.
aspect of it.
An expectation from other people, whether it's your family, friends.
Yeah.
I mean, like the money that's going to a wedding. Imagine, like $1 million wedding for that to fill. It's a lot of money.
That's another thing. I could never do that. I could never spend that much money on a wedding just to get a divorce. That's so cringy. That's so crazy. Like you taking all these photos, you're inviting all these people to your wedding. You're you're doing the most for this wedding, and then all of a sudden, 5 years later, yep,
Call it quits.
called it
We're
quits.
packing up shop.
You did all that shit for no reason. that's how I look at it. At least I'm sure it's a lot more complicated than that. But in my brain, I'm just like, yo, you did all that, and now what? You're gonna get remarried? You're gonna do that same exact process over, and then you're gonna invite a whole bunch of people to do this shit again, or are you gonna do it differently?
Here we go again.
Like, I don't know. Also, I just don't like the idea of big weddings in general. It's just so much work, so much hassle.
I desperately need to take you to Nigerian wedding. I want to see your reaction. The food's so good.
Sure, it looks fun and it's enjoyable as a guest, but as the person that has to figure all this shit out, it's not fun. And the cost of it is not it. So, I don't know. But if I'm a billionaire, then I guess I'm not really too stressed. Honestly, I probably just have like my wife or fiance, I would probably have her just pick out shit and then have her like pay the people to do what we need. So that
If
wouldn't
it's
be a
you
lot
and
of
me,
work.
you're very much gonna be in the planning process.
I'm not gonna be in the planning process that much, honestly. Why would I be in the
Because
planning
it's
process?
also your wedding.
But you know why would I care about?
So then give your 2 cents there. But I don't know.
What I'm saying,
I don't plan on.
my 2 cents would simply be the type of wedding ring I'm gonna get this person, the wedding ring I want, and the music and the food.
Personally, for me
That's
and
it. That's where it
my
stops. I can't care less
fiance,
about anything
if we're
else.
planning a wedding, we're both going to be present at all the events, if possible. All the food tasting, venue, all
Oh
that.
my
We're
god,
both going to have an opinion.
I would hate that.
Mm, bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer for whoever I marry. It's gonna suck. They're gonna be by themselves. So yeah, I don't know. I think at this point in time, it's really simple. Just live the life that you want to live. Stop worrying about what other people think. Just put it like that. If you love this person and it's not normal what they decide to do, but you know you love this person and you enjoy this human being, then who the fuck cares?
Oh
Because at
yeah,
the end of the day, it's your relationship. It's because even with the perspective of you don't want to be judged by other people. Well, you have too many opinions in a pot. It's gonna be messy. It's gonna be nasty. What's too many hands in a pot? Some shit. What's the saying? There's a saying of like having too many people kind of controlling your life instead of just it being you guys. It's like if we're instead of us taking care of an issue that we have with one another, we're going to other people, like family members and friends, and then they're coming up with their own opinions on how our relationship should work. And that could be destructive because those people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
All I know is what is it? Two is a group, three's a
We're done
party.
talking about this. This
I
is
don't know what that
this
phrase
is
is. Do you have a fact for
obviously we
us
don't
or
we
a
don't
question
have
for us?
what do you say?
Do you have a question or a fact?
We have a question or a fact. Um,
He forgot. No, he potentially left one out. You'll
I
notice he didn't ask a question or give a fact.
so new homeowners, if you guys are deciding to
Is this
buy a
a
home,
question or
hush
advice for
hush.
you?
This is me saying my thing here. Okay, it's just
It's just throwing a
shh.
joke out there.
No one asked.
I was just saying, is this a question or advice? It was supposed to be.
Well, you're gonna find out.
It was supposed to be comedic. Anyways,
You just fucked up my whole flow.
okay.
Anyways, so um, new homeowners, if you are buying a home and you care about your yard, right? The best thing to do is get an irrigation system. And when you get an irrigation system, make sure you have it set up in a way where there's like 5 zones, or it just depends on actually how big your property is. But along with this, proper watering techniques is to make sure you fill your yard up with the size of a tuna can. That's how you properly water your yard. You do that 2 to 3 times a week, and you should have a green yard. If you do less than that and you don't water all the spots you need to water, your shit gonna look dry. It's gonna look pretty brown and ugly, and you're gonna hate yourself and you're gonna be mad at the world. So yeah, the reason why I said irrigation system and not hand watering because you cannot evenly water your yard. So I'm just saying, man, if y'all care, just a little tidbit, little note. This is what she does in class. This is why she doesn't learn anything.
In class? What class am I doing?
Just any class.
I'm gonna take classes. I was a straight A student. Dean's list, 8 times, 2 times per year. Yeah, 3 degrees.
Give me a fun fact.
Fun fact, I got a fat ass. There you go. Anyways, thanks for watching. Yeah, anything else you want to say?
No, not really.
Okay. Oh, by the way, we're wearing pink because we're gonna go see Barbie. This was on purpose. So, in case you were wondering about that.
Next podcast, I'll give you my opinion on whether I like Barbie or Oppenheimer. But right now, my gut is telling me Oppenheimer is probably going to be the one that I like more.
That movie's gonna put me to sleep. What movie needs to be 3 hours? That's
Titanic?
ridiculous. Again, did not need to be 3 hours.
I think I'm gonna like it. You know what? Actually, it's actually crazy that the U.S. made a movie about bombing what Hiroshima.
Oh, that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's about the atomic bomb or
Is
whatever the fuck
Hiroshima the name of the bomb or the city that they bombed?
at the city, I believe. But it's crazy that we made that movie about that event and just like the upcoming things to that event and about the guy who made the bomb or created it, and we're trying to showcase it in that city or in that vicinity.
What do you mean?
Like movie theaters.
Oh, you don't think they should show?
No, I don't think they're going to show like one of the most devastating things that happened to their. It's like if another country talked about, like they came out with a movie about 9/11 and then they.
Can they play that here?
Because it's traumatic for Americans. Not for me, but for
for
Americans, like the
Could be
people
one
that
big
were
joke.
connected to it. What'd you say?
Has to be one big joke. People joke about 9/11 all the time.
I'm sure not for the like people
who are affected, but I'm gonna be honest, they're in the minority.
I don't know.
Not to minimize their trauma or anything.
I'm just saying like the concept of like somebody like making a movie about doing some crazy shit to your country and then them trying to sell that movie in your country.
I think
it's such a crazy concept to me.
If I was in charge of the movie, I'd either A, show for free there, or B, be like, I'm not gonna ban it from you guys. Like you guys can watch it if you want. Here it is. If you don't want it, that's fine. But I would give them the option. I wouldn't be like, we bombed you. Now you can't watch our movie. Like that's just that
Oh no,
energy's
no,
bullshit.
I don't think that. I just think that it's I just think the concept of it is like we're gonna make a movie about this thing, and it's gonna be available to y'all to look at it
Oh, for free.
for free or not for free. I don't know how they're gonna market it over there, but I think that country itself will probably not showcase it because it is like traumatic to that city.
I don't even think people live in Hiroshima anymore.
No,
It's
it's
like
gone.
yeah. So
No, it's
it's
not.
fine.
But it is what it is. I don't know my history that well, so if I use the wrong city, I apologize. My history is a little rusty, but it is what it is. So peace out.
A town.